All out tonight over the City of Denver's new Office of Neighborhood Safety.
And as Denver 7's Brandon Richard shows us, despite efforts to launch the office, not everybody's thrilled with just how it got off the ground.
Making communities safer without relying on the police is the goal of Denver's new Office of Neighborhood Safety.
I think for a long time there's been wide agreement that an Office of Neighborhood Safety would be a really good idea for the city.
Dr. Ben Sanders, the city's chief equity officer who will oversee the new office, says it will house these 4 programs currently housed in the Department of Safety.
So we've got 65 positions that we're moving over.
The city's also transferring $11 million to the new office, and over the next 8 to 12 weeks will help employees integrate. They'll also set up a community advisory board, which will be comprised of 12 to 15 people appointed by the mayor and council.
We want as many voices at the table as possible.
But some community members say they've been left out.
This is not what we asked for.
The Denver Task Force to Reimagine Policing and Public Safety told the city council they were excluded from the process of creating the new office, despite spending years pushing the city to create one.
We had conversations with the mayor. I led his transition committee. We had conversations with Dr. Sanders, and yet we got shut out of this process.
The task force says it's moving forward with plans to develop their own Office of Neighborhood Safety, but it means they'll have to compete for federal funding.
Now that the city has declared they have an Office of Neighborhood Safety, they are now jumped to the front of the line for that money.
Despite their disagreements over the process, both sides say they'd be willing to put that aside.
And I'm really hopeful that we can get the task force to the table as constructive partners. I do think that there's a possibility there.
We're willing to work with anybody, but they have to also respect community efforts, and right now they haven't been doing that.
Brandon Richard, Denver 7.
Taking a closer look, a Denver advisory committee has expressed concerns over the new neighborhood safety office. STAR serves as an alternative to policing, sending mental health counselors to low-risk calls. Right now, it's run by the city's Department of Public Health and Environment and was created by members of the advisory committee. But there are plans to move at least one part of STAR to the new Office of Neighborhood Safety. The co-chair of the advisory committee says that move could mean the committee will be dismantled.
We've also been told that in that process they might also dissolve our advisory committee with the idea that we might be on the community board that oversees the new office, but that's not a guarantee.
We reached out to the mayor's office to ask about his plans for STAR. His office said in part that it looks forward to engaging with the community in the coming weeks to determine the best next steps.